through his many failures in fighting games past, the frustrated game reviewer needed to find a mentor capable of tremendous patience and diligence. In his search, he heard of a grand fighting game champion on a remote Pacific island and scrapped up every penny he could to make this adventurous journey.
Man, why in the hell does it take so long to get back here? Man. How you doing, sir? Oh, I see you've come for the training, huh? Yeah, I am. What do I have to play? You must begin your trial of misery before glory. You must begin with focus. You must focus to be successful. Can you be successful? Huh? What am I required to do? You must meditate all of your frustrations out with one breath. Begin. Hey, man, I'm not doing that. I sense you've already trained with someone way across the seas. Hey, jackass Jimmy, might I presume. Yeah. Well, at least I sort of learned Eternal Champions back then, but it didn't really help me that much. This game that appears next is on the same level as Eternal Champions, but not quite the same frustration. You must begin your trial of miseries with game number 1. You will begin with Pit Fighter, a Sega classic and personal choice. If you can defeat this game, your skills will prove very worthy, and you will be able to move on to the next challenge. Are you ready for this, game reviewer? Yes, I can handle this. Okay, just as I wanted to hear. Remember, I will be the one you will always hear, but never see. Pit Fighter was the first Mortal Kombat. There wasn't much blood and combos, but there was a lot of potential, and it was a foundation for a lot of great ideas that we all know today. But was this truly a shitty game?
Back in the early 90s, your dream was to one day play a video game that felt like you were actually in it. That's why virtual reality was so popular. It was nothing better than seeing a character that resembled yourself kicking strikes of mythical figures' asses. Before fighting games became popular, nobody had ever thought of ever seeing a movie such as Bloodsport, or it was another movie called Zoo Warriors of Magic Mountain, and seeing all of these ideas perverted into a video game. And with the concept of digitized actors, that allowed for a lot of this to be possible. It's pretty obvious this game will center you in a chaotic pit of people that will be praying that the other guy gouges your eyes out. And there seems to be a great attention on the crowd's anticipation. If you get close enough to one of them, they'll even join the fight. I mean, it just seems like a Saturday night in some rural town where everybody just had way too much moonshine, and then this is the result. This is a bully you until you understand it kind of game. If you try to perform any combos, you'll get destroyed. And if you try to create any space, the enemy will just start throwing the shit out of you. So really the only option is to just mash buttons and then try to do a combo, whatever you can do. If you have this wrestler guy, you can punch and then you can do like this half Nelson, and that's like a kind of slickly like a combo. And then you have this fist guy, and he pretty much just punches about. And with this guy, I mean, you really have to get used to him because he punches super fast, but I mean, it makes him look like an idiot if he misses. Seriously. The kickboxer is pretty good. He has this deadly roundhouse kick, and if you time it accurately, it can actually knock down your opponents. There's this mini game where you can actually win more bonus points, which I don't really know what it does in there. day. But this gives you a reason to just jerk off, I guess, about how great of a job you've done after you complete the game. And you have to knock down your opponent 3 times. And I'm not gonna lie, it's very tricky and it is fun. And if you have that wrestler guy, I mean, he basically just needs to get close enough to where you could just continuously keep full Nelson the guy, and it's really nothing they can do about it. The kickboxer, he has that kick, so like I said before, you have to time it very accurately. And with this fist guy, you know, I don't know with this fist of chi guy, I mean, you know, you'll really never be sure if you're going to hit him, but you know, if you can hit him, it's actually going to be effective. But if you miss, then expect to lose. Now, as far as these enemies, I can't take any of these enemies seriously. You have all of these strange fighters from every strange town and state and barn in the fucking state. And none of them really seem to possess any fighting skill that's worth noting. I know that when you get the green power up, which is like this shit that just makes you become the Hulk all of a sudden. I mean, you're like invincible. But for some reason, I never seem to be able to get this damn thing. And they always seem to grab it before I can. The level designs remind me of every action movie from the late 80s and early 90s. You're in the streets where some spiky-haired punk wants to prove his worthiness, and you feel very cinematic. As you progress, you fight harder enemies until you reach the final stage. Here you're fighting a multitude of people, including 2 Andre the Giants. This can get very aggravating, and it becomes near impossible once one of them reaches one of those power-ups. Then of course you don't have that much room to even perform a combo since it's 2 of them, or you can barely even effectively do damage to one person. This guy's just a damn cheater. He doesn't let you get up when you're down, and then he tries to curve stomp you and consistently attack when you're on the ground. However, you can use the same method against him, and it's really tough, believe it or not, but for some reason it seems like this Fist of Chi, that guy, yeah, it seems like he works very well against him, and it's really like watching Liu Kang versus Shao Kahn go at it. Of course, in the end, you win, and then you get the ultimate prize. Yeah, she's going to enjoy every centimeter of those 5 inches.
Now that your skills are up a notch, journey with me. You prove yourself very skilled, but not worthy. For your next challenge, you must be the fighter of the streets. Okay, Street Fighter, Fighting Street, Street Fighter, whatever you want to call it. Hey, let's do it.
This game, I don't know. I mean, it just really doesn't matter which system it's on, which country, which year, which time you're playing it. I just really don't know about this game. I mean, you have the benefit of doing the Hadoukens, and then of course you have the special uppercut. But the gameplay is just so slow and choppy, as if the battle was taking place underwater. And it's like, the way you jump, it seems like you always are vulnerable to get struck. I don't know if the guy I'm fighting has a magnetic fist, but whenever we get close to each other, I find some way to end up sliding into him. And blocking sucks. I hate the fact that you can't simply press one button to block. You always end up having to time it. Shit. Why the hell would I focus on blocking whenever an attack is thrown? I'd rather block an enemy at my own pace and will. I mean, it's like this game just doesn't allow you to have any control. I mean, it's like everything is unreliable. It's like having a friend who's always ready to start an idea but never finishes it. The slow drudginess and just lagginess just pumps every millimeter of fun from this blood-sucking fucking leech game. You're supposed to fight this guy in this world tournament circuit, and you see familiar faces and all this, which is cool, but I mean, who cares? Just make the game enjoyable. I mean, if anything, they could have made the guys you defeat sound a little bit more intelligent. I mean, Japanese people don't sound like this in real life, but what the hell is he saying?
Look then, don't forget there are many gods that be all over the world.
Now these are some strange characters, and I say that because some of them were the foundation for later Street Fighter characters we all know. But as I've said before, who cares? I want to be able to calmly perform a combo at a fast pace, control my character and make me feel as if I'm him, and then block on command, but I can't do any of that in this game. So it's like having these characters here is just useless. I might as well just comment on how well the artistic design is and how Street Fighter 2 was coming out 4 years later, because if that's all people cared about, then that's all you really can talk about in this fucking game. But in conclusion, hey, like I said, it doesn't matter if you could do a Hadouken. This game is just slow and dreadful.
Many people of your generation wouldn't have been able to survive this long, but through some miracle, you have. Now here's your reward. You're gonna need that sword for a later challenge, in a later adventure you will dwell on. Remember that, Grasshopper. Sensei, I want to thank you for all of this. Thank you for the sword. Thank you for all of your training. But I now have to return to the Earth realm. I'll see you soon.